Hey guys, this is Josh from We Are Solstice giving you a quick introduction to the 2D Unity engine on 4.3.4. We're going to start with a new project and we're going to put it in pretty much wherever you guys want to put it. Personally, I got to set up my own spot because we're running out of room. So we're going to call it Unity Tutorial and we're going to make it 2D default because we're going to work in the 2D engine. These are a bunch of packages you can put in, but we're not going to do that. Not going to save that. Alright, when you start a new project, my favorite layout is 2x3 because it gives you everything you're going to need. 4-split, it's more information than you really need. Default is good, but you want to see that game view. And you can really make the Unity layout anything you want. You can make your own and then save it, but we're going to deal with the 2x3 because I think that's a good starter point for 2D work. Layers option pretty much gives you the ability to make layers. You're going to do that more later. Alright, so we're going to start out with the hierarchy. The hierarchy tells you all the objects you currently have in your scene. Right now it's hard to tell because it's just got the main camera, since every scene you make is going to need a main camera. So I'm going to put a cube in there. Now the cube is pretty much, this view is more what you can edit and what you can change. Like right here you can see that I'm moving this around. The bottom view is what your game looks like. I'm going to change this to standalone because that's more standard. So right now I can move this, I can do that. I can't do anything down here because this is what your camera sees. So to give you a better view of what we put in here, we put a cube in 3D space. This is what the cube looks like. Based on our camera, this is what our camera view is. Since our camera is set to orthographic, which is a non-3D perspective. Perspective is 3D. But we're going to work it with orthographic. And then the size is basically how big you want your camera, how big the field of view you want it to be. So we're going to go in, we're going to look in at the cube, we're going to go back to 2D because that's what we're doing. These are the different variables you can do, edit in the inspector. You've got position, rotation, scale. You can change these left and right, up and down, forward and back. You don't need this because it's more 3D. Rotation, you can edit here. You can also do this by moving this up and down through clicking this button, and then if you click this, it rotates and scale, and then this moves you around in the edit view. So another thing you want to do to be organized, because organization gets very important as you move along, is you're going to make a bunch of folders to kind of handle the basics. You're going to want art, scripts, prefabs is very important. I'll explain a prefab later because it's a little complex. And then you know, materials is a good one. And yeah, that's a good introduction. We're gonna get into the 2D aspects and what some of these things mean next tutorial. So stay tuned.